Two Russian Shadow Fleet tankers that exploded in the Black Sea near Turkey yesterday were hit by sea drones of Ukraine's security service forces, Ukrainian military channels reported on Telegram on Saturday. Video footage showing the strike on the tankers has been shared in social media. The strikes were followed by strong explosions. Cairo and Virat tankers, owned by Russia's Shadow Fleet, were hit by sea drones, called Sea Baby, belonging to the security service. First explosion occurred on Kherson oil tanker, which was transporting Russian oil, and is under EU and UK sanctions. Fire broke out on board of the 274-meter-long tanker while en route from Egypt to Russia. Half an hour later, the second tanker, Virat, was damaged by a separate explosion. The vessel was sanctioned by the United States in January 2025. Both tankers sustained critical damage. Both vessels had previously been carrying Russian oil and were carrying Gambia's flag. A reported 2 incidents involving the Russian Shadow Fleet were recorded in the Black Sea. 2 oil tankers caught fire while moving along the Turkish coast. First, explosion occurred near Turkey's Bosphorus Strait, on Kherson oil tanker, which was transporting Russian oil and is under EU and UK sanctions. Fire broke out on board of the 274-meter-long tanker while en route from Egypt to Russia, Turkey's transport ministry said. The tanker was heading to Russia's Novorossiysk port when it reported an external impact, causing a fire 28 nautical miles off the Turkish shore. Rescue tugs and Coast Guard vessels were dispatched to evacuate the 25 crew members, as the damage could lead to flooding. The Turkish Directorate of Maritime Affairs stated that the incident was caused by external interference, and port agents suggest the tanker may have hit a mine. A second tanker, Virat, was damaged by a separate explosion in the Black Sea around 30 minutes later, according to media reports. The tanker was reportedly holding in the Black Sea for orders. An external cause means the vessel was hit by a mine, a rocket or a similar projectile, or by a drone, or by an unmanned underwater vehicle, Turkish Transport Minister Abdülkadir Uraloglu said on NTV. The vessel was sanctioned by the United States in January 2025 for transporting Russian oil, and the EU followed with a listing in July and the UK in September 2025. Both vessels had previously been carrying Russian oil. The vessels are Chinese-owned and their last known flags were Gambia. ASEAN sources consider the possibility of an attack by maritime drones as one of the versions. There is no official confirmation of this yet. A number of naval mines have been located and destroyed in the Black Sea since the start of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. The mines, placed by both sides to protect the coastline, have since drifted, particularly during storms.
Kiev sahilinin karşısında patladı. Ukraina tarafı.
A rocket exploded during launch at a major Russian missile test range in the Orenburg region, sending a towering plume of purple smoke over the nearby town of Yasny, Russian outlet Astra reported. Local residents heard a loud blast moments before the cloud formed above the site, which hosts both a launch complex and a base for long-range ground-launched missiles, including carriers capable of delivering nuclear warheads. It was likely an UR-100N intercontinental ballistic missile with an avant-garde hypersonic glide warhead. Yasny is home to a missile unit of the 13th Missile Division of the Russian Strategic Missile Forces. This is one of 11 points on the territory of the Russian Federation from which long-range ground-based missiles, including those equipped with nuclear warheads, can be launched. According to the video, an explosion occurred on board the missile during the flight, causing it to lose control and crash to the ground. After that, the rest of the unused rocket fuel exploded. The massive orange cloud that formed as a result indicates that it was a liquid fuel rocket that uses nitrogen-containing compounds as fuel. Local emergency dispatchers told the outlet Ural56.ru that residents should remain calm and directed all additional questions to the Ministry of Defense. As of publication, no official comment has been issued by national authorities. It is known that Soviet R-36M2 Voyevoda intercontinental ballistic missiles were used at this missile site. Starting in 2019, they began to be replaced by the avant-garde missile system with a guided hypersonic warhead. In 2022, one of the regiments of the 13th Division was rearmed with the avant-garde system. At the end of 2024, the Russian media, citing the commander of the Strategic Missile Forces, Sergei Kharkiv, reported that the rearmament of the Yasnensky Regiment was completed. In 2023, the Strategic Missile Forces completed the combat duty of missile regiments equipped with the avant-garde missile system, putting into operation mine launchers under the control of Bugay Unified Command Posts, the commander said. It is known that two missiles can potentially serve as a carrier for the avant-garde warhead, the Soviet UR-100N, which was produced until 1985 and is used as a cheap existing carrier, and the promising Russian intercontinental ballistic missile RS-28 Sarmat. However, the use of the RS-28 Sarmat is unlikely, as despite Russia's announcement that it will be adopted in 2023, it continues to be plagued by numerous catastrophic failures during test launches. Earlier, analysts dismissed Russia's nuclear-powered Burevestnik cruise missile as outdated, risky, and strategically meaningless, a weapon built for propaganda, not deterrence.